Yo, welcome back to the channel. Have you guys been seeing these crazy weather patterns lately? Crazy. Crazy weather. Look at the clouds, bro. Look at the clouds. Look at that. That look like a tornado. How a tornado is gonna form in Washington DC. Look at them clouds, bro. It look like something is over there. Like Gotham or some shit. Shit crazy. Look at that. That's sad, bro. Welcome back to the channel. Check this video out. Now, mind you, not only is this event happening in Texas, but it's happening also in Washington, D.C.
More catastrophic. Cities like Austin, San Antonio, and Houston are completely submerged. Entire neighborhoods are gone. Sirens blare nonstop. Families climb onto rooftops with children in their arms begging for help. Officials confirm this.
Now, I don't know now. You guys let me know in the comments below whether or not you think they cutting on their weather machine or not. Because you just never know with these people, man. You never know. Or it could be this.
Have y'all heard this yet? Y'all need to listen to this.
Department of Defense abruptly shutting down its satellite data delivery program, and it's sending meteorologists scrambling.
There are going to be cases this year when certain warnings are delayed because of this. It might mean that evacuations get delayed because of this, and you could lose lives because of this.
This is a huge deal, especially when you consider the fact that we are just getting into hurricane season. We haven't even reached the peak of hurricane season. The forecasters say they are extremely concerned, and that's because they're only going to receive about half the data they're used to, which makes it problematic when you think about accuracy as well as tracking a hurricane in real time. As you take a look at the video from previous hurricane seasons, starting Monday, June 30th, the Department of Defense is going to stop ingesting, processing, and transmitting real-time microwave data collected aboard 3 weather satellites. Meteorologists say this is going to severely impede and degrade hurricane forecasts for this season and beyond, and as a result impacting tens of millions of Americans who live in hurricane-prone areas. Hurricane experts say without this satellite imagery, there's going to be an increased risk of sunrise surprise, meaning when the sun goes down and then comes up, a hurricane could rapidly intensify, gain speed, perhaps become more powerful, and make landfall sooner. There's going to be an increased risk of sunrise surprise, meaning when the sun goes down and then comes up, a hurricane could rapidly intensify.
That's weird.
Gain speed, perhaps become more powerful, and make landfall
Did you hear him?
sooner.
This new thing called sunrise surprise. Basically, the sun intensifies these storms, geomagnetic storms. So this is the other reason why they really can't predict what's going on, because the sun is doing whatever it wants. I told you things.
Check this out.
Y'all, I'm pretty sure that we are in Revelations and that the Bible talked about moments like this, y'all. This is a lake in Aviso, California. The whole lake turned red, and look at all this foamy substance on the bank, y'all. Doesn't this remind you of the waters turning into blood in the book of Revelations, Revelation 16:3-4? And the second and third angel poured out their bowls into the sea, into the lake, and everything in the sea and the lake. So we're not just seeing red lakes, y'all. It seems that the planet has been showing her emotions as of late, because a red sky just happened in Atlanta, y'all. Look at this. What is going on?
Y'all, it's 9 o'clock at night in Atlanta. Tell me why the sky look like this. What's going on? What in the Stranger Things is
Look at that. Y'all, it is 9 o'clock at night. Why does the sky of Atlanta look like that? It's 9:30 p.m. over here, and the sky's completely dark, as opposed to that little bit of blue. But red skies, red lake, y'all. We are witnessing some amazing things right now, y'all. You can call it anything, but
This is crazy, y'all. I don't know what's going on. The sky's tripping. Y'all tell me something. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think going on down here in this world. I don't want to hear, oh baby, be prayed up. Oh, be prayed up. Be prayed up. Just get right with Jesus Christ. You know Jesus Christ wasn't even his damn name. His name was Yahweh. Y'all praising, you blaspheming. That ain't even a real person name. These words we using the spells. Anywho, my rant. Check this out though. DC. Crazy weather. crazy. It's flooding.
Adam and Eve story, the theory of that is that it happens in cycles of 6,500 years, and that it's a 90-degree flip, but 6 days later, or on the 7th day, it corrects itself.
The planet flips, not just
correct. It's a planet flip 90 degree, and that because of it, the Earth essentially does a standstill. The sun will basically stay in the same spot, causing heating like we've never experienced, and that the wind and the waters continue with their momentum, because essentially the wind travels at approximately 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. So the theory is that when that event happens, it's going to be cataclysmic. And here's the wild thing, is that in that document it says a continental-sized tsunami being 2 miles high.
Whoa, what document that is? Tsunami being 2 miles high. Hold on, man.
Adam and Eve story, the theory of that is that it happens in cycles of 6,500 years, and that it's a 90-degree flip, but 6 days later, or on the 7th day, it corrects itself. And
he using the Adam and Eve story as an allegory for astrology. You're talking about the Earth flipping and stuff. About the Earth, the cycles and stuff. Okay, I see. Had me confused for a moment. I ain't know what the hell. But yeah, I guess that's it though. Hold on.
There could be a time where the magnetic poles actually shift.
This is mainstream science. The poles do flip. It's a planet flip 90 degree. When that event happens, it's going to be cataclysmic. Your magnetic compass will flip. The sun will stay in the same spot, causing heating like we've never experienced. Super volcanoes, and that the wind and the waters continue with their momentum. The interior of the molten core does a shift. That's why the compass will flip. The evidence shows that it's accelerating. Back in just the 1990s, the North Pole was transitioning at 10 miles a year. Now it's at almost 40 miles. It happens in cycles, and we're long overdue. 200,000 years overdue. When it happens, the other theory is that the Earth's shields will be diminished.
The magnetic field is what protects us from solar flares and cosmic radiation. It's getting weaker faster. So we seem to be heading towards an unknown time where the poles may shift.
Why?
You guys are freaking me the fuck out, man.
So I think I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. It sounds like to me, and it looks like to me, a lot of theories has been floating around that the poles might be shifting. And if the poles might be shifting, you will have like catastrophic weather events that's going on all over the world, and different. I think I don't know about y'all, but from what I've been seeing, I'll show y'all in the next video. Entities underneath the water, coming up from underneath the water. I think like they're leaving their homes and going other places because they know that the Earth magnetic sphere is changing. Just like them weird cats that been migrating to fucking Florida because the theory is that they think that the magnetic sphere is stronger there, so that all is messing with the cat's brain, so they say. But I don't know, like, you guys let me know in the comments below what y'all think that this crazy weather events that's going on around the world. Cause this ain't the first video. This ain't the first area. This ain't the only area. You got Texas, something going on in Texas too. Got a massive flood in Texas. I don't know. You guys let me know. Look, watch this.
Breaking news. Texas is sinking and the worst is yet to come. The water has swallowed everything. And according to meteorologists, the most destructive phase hasn't even started. Texas is facing the worst flood in its modern history, but the next 48 hours could be even more catastrophic. Cities like Austin, San Antonio, and Houston are completely submerged. Entire neighborhoods are gone. Sirens blare nonstop. Families climb onto rooftops with children in their arms begging for help. Officials confirm this flood has already broken every record. Schools, hospitals, and highways have been destroyed. Videos show cars being swept away like paper and homes collapsing in seconds. Drones captured images of children being pulled to safety by volunteers using ropes. In some areas, the water has reached the second floor of buildings. And the scariest part, another massive storm is closing in fast. Dams are at the brink. The ground can't absorb any more water, and helicopters are struggling to land. The National Guard is evacuating entire communities, while thousands of people sleep in emergency shelters without electricity, clean water, or any idea if they'll have a home to return to. Authorities are asking for calm, but desperation grows by the hour. Comment part 2 to see real footage recorded by Texas residents.
You know what I'm saying? Sad. So, you as a people need to know, like, what can we do? What can we do? How can we be more aware? Cause they not telling us. You feel me? They not letting us know what's going on. And like, I think it's because they don't have the technology to figure it out themselves. See too. So that could be one of the reasons why. But it's some wild weather been going, like some wild west. You know what I'm saying? You got this.
The days growing shorter, and not just because we're past the summer solstice. Ooh. Scientists say something strange is happening with the Earth's rotation, and Sam Champion has entered our orbit with more.
I like all the references, Will. It was very sciencey to begin. Good morning. Is it just me, or is the Earth spinning a little faster? Now, I'll complain about anything. You can't actually feel it, but scientists and NASA scientists say this is really happening. Yesterday was one of the shortest days on record. The gravitational pull between the Earth and the Moon made it a little more than a millisecond.
I'm confused. How they got this thing that they data couldn't pick up on all this? That means their data is off. Shit is off. They data off. So I don't know.
Now, it usually takes, and you count these out so you know, 86,400 seconds, which is 24 hours, for the Earth to make one full rotation on its axis. But yesterday, our speedy little planet completed its cosmic twirl, if you will, about 1.3 milliseconds quicker. Now, just to give you an idea, it takes about 100 milliseconds to blink your eye. So, yeah, no, we didn't feel it. But many things affect the speed of the Earth's rotation. Earthquakes, melting glaciers can shorten our days. But it's most likely this happened because of the angle of the Moon relative to the Earth. You see, the sharper the angle, because we are on a tilt, the Earth's axis is, it sets us spinning a little faster. The same moon pattern sets up again on July 22nd and August 5th, so experts say the days will again be just about a millisecond shorter. So mark your old paper calendars and adjust your speedy atomic clocks accordingly.
So it's going to be another one, apparently. It'll be another one. Let's say it's going to be another one July 22nd and August 5th. Expected to be 1.3 to 1.5 milliseconds shorter. So does that mean we don't get bad weather? So these dates to me look like we need to be on the lookout just in case it'll be bad weather. That what it look like to me. I don't know. 2-2, that's 4. Jumanji, I do Jumanji. You know, August 5th, August 8th. 5. Add them up. That's 4. August. Judgment. I don't know. I can read a little bit. You know, I read a little different than that. But I'm doing little Jumanji numbers, so I'm adding like August 5th, and then I add them up, and then they try to like figure out which number and energy that carry, and then you know what might happen that day. Because I think them days gonna be some catastrophic the catastrophic days like that. That's when the weather gonna be bad. Them days right there they're showing is when the weather gonna be bad. So on them days, y'all look out and make sure y'all safe and stay prayed up and stay protected and stay on the alert. Shit, it look like they planning some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what they got going on. Look, DC is happening in DC too. DC, but what the fuck? Died in DC too. This happened June 9th. Look, it's flooding everywhere. It's floods. Floods everywhere, man. This recently happened. This ain't old. This happened like June 9th, 2025. 2-3 days ago. All of this stuff happening at once. That's like 2-3 days ago.
By now, I'm sure you guys heard what happened in Texas, right? The river jumped 23 feet, kids gone, and Camp Mystic underwater. But let me show you why this ain't just Texas. Because once you line it up flood by flood, it's the same play, different stage. Eastern Kentucky 2022. Flash floods took out entire mountain towns. Multi-generational land wiped out, no warning, no escape. Mississippi Delta 2023. Historic black farmlands flooded out. Right after federal insurance updates raised the rates. Selma, Alabama 2024. Extreme rain hit historic districts. And then here comes the developers with rebuild offers. Houston, Texas 2020. It was the 5th flood in 10 years. The same zip codes hit every time. And guess what? It's low-income areas near bayous and never get an upgrade. East St. Louis 2021. The levee failed in fast. And the land right behind it, sitting on some of the oldest black-owned property lines in the state. Camden, New Jersey 2023. Rain hits hard. FEMA zoning flips. Next thing you know, luxury apartments on old church lots. Watsonville, California 2023. Latino farming communities devastated by floods. Land value drop.
I ain't gonna lie, he hitting some major points, but why every time something major happen, I don't know. Maybe they have to come to help out the pole. I don't know, but I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger. So yeah, I'm just a messenger. I had fun with you guys today. Please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to watch the next video. Peace, love, man. Stay up.